nhưng rồng giấy rồng nè gì cái tên là trả nó là lúc bé nó tiền đành cái gì xong áp phá cái gì cũng giờ bỏ đi vào còn đó là tao cũng cho bé một sai để video nhân đó lu trâu lên đồ nó thì cố ý xong áp phá cái trâu ta là nó tụi Pej Thuam nhân đó lúc sang Minnesota và sẽ tao chỉ trả nhân đó họ nó để giờ rồng đi trả cũng giờ mới trâu với khỏi cánh cử đó bé mông nhỏ thông bự đó khỏi sẽ chơi này cho và chỉ tao tôi cùng nhân đó nó đó để sẽ được tao sai
Etika tama avitaka vichalamata thamma evata sanena napavanaya pangata pariyavamang napangata pasetuka thamma pavanaya pangata payetuka thamma nevata sanena napavanaya pangata payetuka Masika tama asika tama dewa tekana upasitwa dilutsanti esa upasano suko avita upasatwa tamino Navate tasawa Yote Anang tentang kalam tali sang waritung wafut ayena wajah
Yeah, cho lần nó mua cóคือnó có ý nó bây giờ anh nó đây bỏ
nếu nó bây giờ sáng chế thì cho một chi chùa chi nó một chi hậu chi nó lên từ sao bị sao chỉ trong nhà là trong bên để trực tiếp phát của tài hàng giá trị cầu nếu nó bây giờ bên tổ chức mà cái chủ chọn chế thì cho một chi chùa chi nó bây giờ hai ngày mốc lọ chùa tổ chức mà cái chủ yếu là bỏ của bên này hai chùa cầu mong lên từ sao bị sao chỉ trong nhà là cho những chi chùa bên tổ chức thế
cái nó và để nó do xử lý dùng xe theo và để nó bố sơ chế nó rồi họ mong cái gì cái chạy bây giờ tôi chỉ mong cái gì cái chạy nó sẽ đời của tôi trả từng thế nó của hai tôi cho mong bây giờ lửa hay năng ta nói thế gì ra cái mà này chẳng tên hay do để này do sản xuất nó là sổ này hay chỉ sổ là gì that's okay too còn đây chập lại vừa đi vừa hỏi cho luôn luôn tê ra cái này giờ luôn tê thủ lọ cho luôn tê lưu vào để nó tích thời nó America ra cho hồ lúa xanh Minnesota trong Saint Paul thêm Minneapolis để nó thầu u luôn chỉ luôn chơi luôn tê chỉ tê trâu lúc trồng lúc cha xí lì vòng trâu to hay mong sẽ là trồng á lúc trồng lúc cha xí lì vòng trâu to hay mong sẽ là nhau giờ thì nào mong thêm mua phần chùa tôi cho tôi trong tay nó hay nó giờ qua để nó giờ là qua để nó trôi ra cây nó để hai trâu này sẽ đợi trồng mong để nó ra cây nó mà để ý ra cây rồng hay qua để nguồn nhẹ nguồn cú thế chỉ tụi nó là trồng mong trồng cây sẽ đợi cả qua để nó thiết bị tàu rồng mà nó ra cái mà của chuối ra thì nên từ xã小多山拿了刀还有chỉ小了用刀呢样的那些是好给用给日那样嘛但是还有那些的baby 梦这的只还叫nó cho nó cho qua cho quan niệm gì này nó cho qua để nó lò cho rùa但他这是反正要给在梦那嘛đi chỉ là ý giải yêu cho nên sẽ tham gia nghe cái故事này họ từ sợ là cái chỉ tao sợ là tiếp theo đi chậm mong mua vào để nó cho xa nó để đi là mà đi là tới này tụi này mà nó chọn được tham gia cái chạy mong ngoài cái luôn luôn tây thì bỏ theo hở bỏ thế này hở cho này theo tao chạy cho cũng cho mong này để ở trong đó vậy muốn nó của tôi hoặc là hoặc cả trong mong
Special announcement từ sĩ hứa giờ là thọ ban chữ tàu tận đây này giờ có tôi cho lỡ là chỉ có là riêng để từ này nó bây giờ nó đã thì cho cái này cái chém không nó ta lỡ là chỉ có là pin á. I also want to say that there's a lot of people behind you and also next to you. If I can have everybody sit down or find a place to sit so that the people behind you can see the ceremony, that would be really, really great. Cô thọ chị cho nhiệt gì thế, cho cái tin này ra. Cô bảo thì bây giờ xã phải rồi giá gì mới cho nên rồi đã cả. Rồi là các ý sáng lấy chỉ bỏ thì thọ chị thọ đi bài ba môn thế trong thế thọ rồi thế cái sở đời bỏ sẽ cho cái cái chân họ rồi đấy cha thọ chị nè. We have a lot of chairs everywhere. If people can find a place to sit, that would be really great.
Tiệm đỏ là tiệm đỏ khóc kho bên kia đó đi nơi
walking. The wrist gonna split off. So what's do without the flag? We use power walk.
Okay. It's running right now, right?
Yeah.
So, okay. So do you just want it stationary, like, or just static?
Move it around.
Just keep it on that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can get wide shots.
Okay.
So you go.
Sure.
Crossing 1, 2, 3. Crossing 1, 2, 3.
Detail. March time. March. Detail. Up. Ready. Both.
File, face.
Freeze it. Out.
Rosie, can you see why the dawn's early light? What so proudly we hailed as the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and rockets ringing, the first
มัคคีหาหอมกันหากสารปาเทเฮาหากเจ้าผู้เกเกษาคงหาห่วงศาสนาเตบูรมาหักษาดินแดนบ่ให้สะใดมาวัดราวีลบกวนอย่าเย็นสิ่งเอาให้ขึ้นเขามารุวนวายสู่จนตัวตายต้านทานศัตรูสวยสดสู้เลือดเนื้อเสื้อขาวฟื้นฟูครูเอาบ้านข่าวถูกกัน
อันนี้ก็จีเย็นนะจ๊ะเรากันนั่งนี่เหรอหรือตามบ้านอยู่ตามบ้านเรียกของบ้านนี่เราเก่งเจก่อนที่เนี่ยเจตัวเจก่อนก็จะ
ผมเพิ่มครับเรียนเจ้าหน้าที่เขาว่าที่หลักนี้รับตัวนี้ให้พวกทหารนะแล้วก็เขาจะเป็นประจักษ์เป็นที่ระลึกเพื่อสืบให้ลูกหลานได้ชื่อจำขั้วหน้าOn behalf of our community, we would like to remember all of the now and long veterans who passed away and sacrificed for the war with American United States. And today, so we are proud to build this memorial in Minnesota and state capital to remember all of the ones who served the war. And we will stay in this country because hopefully the children they will learn the history of the monk and allow this to be
เป็นมีอย่างถูกบอกไปก็ตาม
ได้แล้วคุณท่านของกำลังตามในเวลาอยู่ที่ไหนท่านพิเศษที่อยู่ห้องดาวผู้ที่ได้เสียชีวิตนำเวลาสงครามนั้นพวกเขาจะข้อจดจำไว้โดยไม่มีวันลืมและเกียรติสำซองและน้องต่อไปนี้ก็ให้พวกเราผมและเราดีทัดแข่งกันต่อไปแล้วสิ่งบดีโบราณนั้นข้อให้หมดไปทิ้งไปมื้อนี้เราขอรับแต่คุณงามความดีและข้อหักข้อแพงข้อแสดงความเคารพกับชื่อรวมวิญญาณของท่านในพระองค์เปล่าให้เพื่อนได้ไปเกิดที่นี่ต้องสุขแล้วขอให้อยู่สุขไว้ทุนทุกวันขอบใจ
นี่นอนอย่างนู้นเตะตกที่จะเป็นจอนจะเป็นผู้ทุกข์ร้อนแค่ในคนสุดใจตัวกันมาอย่าตัวเจี๊ยเตะเก็บเห็ดเก็บจีจงแต่เพื่อให้มุ่งให้ปลอดทีตาโตเก็บปลอดเก็บตัวหมดตัวหมดก็คงตัวคอหมดแบบที่ท่านเนาะหมดสปอร์ตเด้อเจ็บปอดเป็นอะไรรู้ป่ะเจ็บปอดเนี่ยที่นี่รู้ป่ะเนี่ยสักเกตด้วยนะสักเกตได้ดีว่าเป็นตัวเนี่ยว่าไม่หลังมันเป็นจุ๋วแล้วมันจะเอาหนังนี้ไม่ใช่นี่小片
โอเค
เดี๋ยวได้ตามแต่เมื่อตัวที่
Thank you everybody for coming, my fellow Hmong and now and friends. The new era is here, where we have to honor our past and wholeheartedly focus toward a progressive future of peace and prosperity. In chỗ mong hàng là chỗ tốt hơn, đúng chưa? Tha lung tung là. Bây giờ xin được dùng sự cho chúng tròn, ta bên nào bên gì cho những thầu luôn. Chẳng là bên chỗ tàu xin muốn này, cũng một cái bản mình áp đặt một cái vấn đề. Hỗ trợ viên tạ nó của tàu có một tốt này nè.
On behalf of myself and Governor Dayton and all Minnesota, I am so honored to be here today to pay tribute to your sacrifice and also to pay tribute to the incredible contribution that you make to Minnesota today and every day for your children and your grandchildren and your great-grandchildren.
Yep.
Có tê đó.
Anh cho thêm một cái.
Cái đồ áo xanh, chúng ta cái đồ áo xanh dân. Chúng ta liên lạc có thể. I'd like to welcome all of you, especially General from Washington DC, join us. Thank you so much for
nè họ chỉ nè họ làm nè năm một cho tờ nó phải là cái gì cái cho họ là cái họ làm một cái em nói nè nó chỉnh nè nó nè còn ơi cái nào nó phân ra là bảo ra là cái phạm phạm
lục xoáy thế lúc xưa này có là mẹ có mẹ trong đây cho
phải kia không cứ kia là lúc nào kia là anh kia
chỗ này cho chết ở chỗ này không đâu
lúc sở nó thọ chờประธานชาโรสลงประธานวิต่อได้ปังdelegation
ตัวปังกี่ปีตัวไม่รู้จอต่อไม่เป้รู้ปังอยู่จุดเป้จบก็ต้องจอเป็นตอนใหญ่เราจอเป็นชื่อเขาจะไม่รู้ว่าเขาตีไม่ต่อ
Everybody stand where you are, because the next step we'll do the 3 roles to honor the veterans and the citizens. I also want to invite each and every one of you to find a chair to sit, because the people behind you cannot see anything at all.
所以我上的时候呢，我讲，边岸就放就。
派这种接触了，就买就是朋友呢。
上地cho họ nói rằng dù phê cho cô tôi cho cái tông chạy phê là tại nó bố chuyện nhau
phê ra luôn trừ cô nhau nhung chạy phê trực kỳ sang như lần đầu chân đề
The camera, can you try to stay off the side so that everybody can see? Please. Go ahead.
Còn เวลานี้พ่อแม่พี่น้องเขาก็มาหลายคนเนาะสำหรับนักถ่ายรูปถ่ายวิดีโอนะขอให้พูดมทุกคนก็สเต็ปแบบ
ทางจากในช่วงนี้นักน้อยสำหรับพ่อแม่พี่น้องที่อยู่ทางหลังไปเห็นเด้อของคนอะไรต้องหาลมลอยจะได้น้อยหรือว่าเนี่ย
หาลมมงครับว่าเป็นตัวเชียร์ลมมงเลยเนี่ยหาลมไม่จ้าลมเต้ลมงเนี่ย
ดูเช้าเราไปตู้จอดไปตู้บ้างอยู่ตู้ไปจะพูดตู้จอจะลุกจอดตรงหัวเราเลยตัวเล็กตัวจะพูดตู้จอเกิดเตาเหมือนชิ้นเตาชิ้นตัวยัดตัวหายโรงงานจอที่หายท้องหายเหตุที่หายเราเตี้ยเหลือตลอดตายไปน้องเราไปอยู่ตู้เม่ฮะไปป่าเราอย่างไม่เต้งไม่ตู้ยังเลยนะตัวเล็กตัวที่หายตัวได้เถอะเนาะตัวตั้งอยู่ซื้อได้เถอะเนาะเราไปคนนี้อยู่ตู้เม่ตู้ชีแต่ยังเลยนะไปสักเลยมดเลยคือที่sẽ กิดcho đường YouTube bây giờ tôi chọn họ thật là muốn đi nhỏ nhỏ hòn YouTube bây giờ tôi chọn là sao chơi tôi chọn đầu họ chờ chút lời mình nhớ tàu phải chờเขาตามเมนเขาเก็บบ
รรดานายและพลทหารที่นับถือและฮักแพงเมื่อนี้เป็นโอกาสที่ลาวมงชนชั้นชนเผ่าได้มีส่วนประกอบเหตุสงครามระหว่างซีบริโภคกับชาวอเมริกัน ปัจจุบันนี้พวกเราผู้ที่ยังมีชีวิตอยู่จึงประกอบส่วนด้วยสมาคมนักรบเก่า4สมาคมเพื่อเต้าโฮมสมัคคีเพื่อสร้างอนุสาวรีย์นี้เป็นอนุสรณ์ให้แก่ลูกหลานว่าพวกเราได้มีส่วนประกอบกับศึกสงครามช่วยรัฐบาลอเมริกาปี1961ถึง75
ส่วนที่นาโมน้องนายอินุเจเจงมัวกงมัวมองมัวแมงหมาฟุจียังได้รู้จีได้น้องนาเป้จ่าอีตัวเป้ถั่วvì giờมัวก็จอตัวเจ้าอีจะให้เจ้าจีเป้จ่อมองcứ tin rằng chạm lo bút thần là chùa nhau lúc tới chờ lo số đời to cộng tệ với có trò cầu chi dòng tiền cầu bên mua kế lo kế thua kế bộ kinh trong cho các trong các hà các dê các trà mua chỉ to là ở đau ở khoa trời liệt các liệt kế trai mà nó bên tuột giờ đơn đời sáng mình số ta nó chữ American to mua thế nó cho bên chồng mong lo số đời là chỉ trả ít tuổi bên thua do cho bên có cho chậu ý sẽ chậu chi sẽ được tê cho tên cha và tao mua bùa lúc tê lúc chờ lại họ nó giờ ít họ trên chỉ có bên cháu tôi cho thế bên chậu mong hoặc là tuổi đó cao trong ta hà nhau tao trong học về có lỡ sang chụp ly tao lại mua chơi nhau chơi trong trong đời bên tụi bên thua thế để là dễ không để nó mà có bên sẽ được chậu mong trong họ thì bên tụi bên thua giao trong để nó giờ giao cho ít họ dùng để nó chữ thà我摸门毛插了，让插了，也连同那被转忙也到在这在去，浪的那只那个，古还连那是话这，还到被转忙说的个说的那，多摸趁摸这到不了到多了啦，你要找头对你们断到多头，拿了把多招这是用那的干。
defend the principles of democracy, peace, and we gather here to let their spirits know let the unknown be known. On this day, let me know that we rest this golden sprout statue on the sacred ground as witnessed by the heaven and the earth in their shining armors.
Committee, the Executive Committee, the Public Relations Committee, the Fundraising Committee, the History Panel Committee, and the Event Recognition Celebration Committee. Your tireless efforts, commitments, dedication, and financial support has made this monument possible. And thank you to all the donors who have helped us donate from all the way from 7 cents to $13,000. Every bit may make a difference in the creation of these monuments. Over the years, we have had a total of 1,039 donors. Those who have donated at New Year's events, to individual contributors, business owners, and especially the clan leaders and their family. This monument has been possible only through the collaborations of many efforts, community efforts, including the citizens of Minnesota who have allocated funds to build this monument. In order to make this monument happen, I want to talk about the timelines. From May to October 1999, a group of young Hmong met influential leaders, explore a way to honor Hmong leaders, veterans, and parents who brought us here. Later that year, Chu Vu, former state representative Sai Thaw, and Li Va met to plan a vigil that would take place in the state capitol grounds. These individuals, along with Thuam Nyob, Michael Ya, organized and held the first Hmong memorial vigil at the state capitol grounds on May 31st, 2000, to honor those who served on the Secret War in Laos. 3 years later, in April 2003, former state representative Sai Thaw, former state Senator Steve Murphy, and State Senator Mi Moore introduced the Hmong Veterans Bills to provide for a place on the capitol ground for statue for the Hmong and Lao veterans. The Minnesota legislature approved the bill on June 4, 2003. On August 1st, 2003, the Hmong Veterans Statute Committee was formed by Chu Vu, Sai Thaw, Michael Ya, Kong Chiva, Sava, and Thuam Nyob. Through their work in 2006, the Minnesota Law Veterans America, Hmong American Coalition Minnesota chapters, HU Veterans and Family USA testified for the Bonney Bill to appropriate $150,000 to make this monument. The Bonney Bill was sponsored by former state representative Senator Mi Moore and Sai Thaw, and Bonney Bill passed in 2006. That summer, in July 2006, the Veterans Organization, there are 4 veteran organizations run forced to be a part of the Hmong Veterans Statute Committee. And these 4 organizations are the Law Veterans Association Minnesota, Lao Hmong American Coalitions, SGU Veterans and Family USA, and Royal Law Armed Forces. The committee was renamed the Minnesota Hmong Law Veterans Statute Committee. In 2007, this site was dedicated to the monuments, and on May 28, the first commemorations was held to honor our veterans. In the months following, the drawing of this monument was selected by our selection committee. Although we worked hard on this monument in 2010, the funds appropriated for the project was returned to the legislatures. In April 2012, former State Senator John Harrington and Representative John Lass reintroduced the bills. And later in 2013, in February 2013, the Minnesota Hmong Law Veterans Statute Committee reformed. Senator Phong He sponsored the bill. He coordinated his testimony to be heard in the Senate committee. State Representative John Lass sponsored the bill in the House. Despite the challenge, our committee members testified Bonney Bill Committee and Finance Committee. However, a bill did not pass in Bonney Bills in April 2013. Despite the challenge, we held the first major fundraising event in July 19, 2013. Later that year, November 13, Senator Phong He worked with the governor, Mark Dayton, that the Hmong Law Veterans Statute Committee will raise $80,000 by December 13. In that short month and a half, with the collaborations from the community, we did it. We raised the money. On January 15, 2014, Governor Mark Dayton sponsored a bill in the amount of $450,000. By the end of 2014, we reached our goal of $150,000 by raising a total of $210,000. We held a groundbreaking ceremony here last year on May 16, 2015. And since then, the History Panel community has continued to work closely with the Pej Thuam, with the architecture and the design of these monuments. Which brings us here today. This monument will be here able to celebrate the completion of this monument with everyone of you here. This monument is dedicated to our parents, brothers, sisters, aunts and uncles, nieces and nephews, community leaders, military leaders, and the veterans, and our alliance, the United States of America. Today, we have thousands of home and lives achieve higher education, becoming public officials, business owners, entrepreneurs, military officers, and the list goes on and on because of the sacrifice you made before us. I thank you to our heroes. What sort of big day that see from Satu, me what on one side of poor big to long from Satu. Each of whom should make a target child, they go out, so it's a what of is a LG. What no, no, you do it at 2 than China. Bota, okay, don't drop on 2, I don't do. Don't go on down, go on down. Don't the pay child to pay her love. To pay her the more out of make out at sea. They don't go to talk, they don't make you what Sun Satu. And the one is a strong on down, eh? No, I got on me.
We shall hear it. In the Kawa, you know, you had a pay the thing of the take or margin of the logic of the After that, the reason we performed the thing dance is because we wanted to remove all the obstacles in life. So now you are free to go do anything you want. Whatever you wish will come true, and nothing can stop you from achieving your goal and live your dream. So the performance will be Miss Ai Chong, Gong Ming Li,
community and neighborhood leader. Immediately, Mayor Coleman set forth initiatives to make St. Paul the most livable city in America. His priorities include working to close the achievement gap, creating sustainability and responsible budgets, and investing in the infrastructure of St. Paul. Mayor Coleman is past president of the National League of Cities, a national organization of city leaders across the United States. During his mayorship, the Green Line has been completed, Hmong Village was established, Hmong Town has expanded, and business has come back to all of St. Paul. Please welcome Mayor Chris Coleman.
to our distinguished guests, to Charles Boo and members of the committee that worked so hard to bring us to this point. Congratulations to all our veterans who we honor here today. Welcome and congratulations on your journey as well. The words of the monument here talk about the diaspora, the Hmong and Lao people who left their homeland to travel to other parts of the world after the war. And it states that wherever the Hmong and Lao people went, they were quickly integrated into their community. They were integrated into the communities they lived in France, in Canada, in South America, and here in the United States. But by the dedication of this monument here today, let us have no doubt that the Hmong and Lao people have truly been integrated and weaved into the fabric of the state of Minnesota. For 40 years, the Hmong and Lao people have been woven into the fabric of the state of Minnesota and the city of St. Paul. They've been woven into the political fabric with great leaders like Phung Her and Chu Vu and Mi Mua and so many others. They've been woven into the business fabric with great businesses like Hmong Town and Hmong Market and Golden Harvest and other businesses. They've been woven into the social fabric with agencies like Hmong American Partnership that work so hard on behalf of Hmong and Lao people. They have truly been integrated into the fabric of the city of St. Paul and the state of Minnesota. But let us never forget where this journey began and the sacrifice that so many veterans made to have this journey be possible. When Abraham Lincoln dedicated the Gettysburg Cemetery during the middle of the Civil War, he stated that the world will little note nor long remember the words that were spoken there that day. Of course, we know that not to be true, as the Gettysburg Address is perhaps one of the most famous speeches in the history of the world. But he went on to say, let us never forget, and we can never forget, the sacrifice that was made by those that gave the last full measure of devotion, that gave their lives in the defense of freedom and of democracy.
Acknowledge and honor the Hmong and Lao Veterans Statue Committee that has worked so tirelessly for more than a decade to realize this memorial. And to the Minnesota Lao Hmong Veterans Association, there we go. The Lao Hmong American Coalition, the Celebration Committee, Senator Her, and Representative Lesh, who sponsored the legislation to make this possible. To Mr. Chong Bang, the son of the late General Vang Pao, to Mayor Coleman and Senator Klobuchar and all of our distinguished guests. But especially I want to honor today the Special Forces veterans and their families who sacrificed so much and fought so hard on behalf of America in the secret war. You saved American lives, and we are so grateful for your service and sacrifice. So this is a remarkable day. It is an emotional day. And as Senator Her says, we have seen sadness but also tears of joy in everybody's faces. More than 4 decades ago, Hmong, Lao, and Southeast Asian soldiers served during the secret war, saved American lives, and helped to advance the cause of freedom and democracy. Your service embodies the ideal of sacrifice. And then you and your families at the end of the war suffered and persevered through the chaos and danger of dislocation, airlifts, refugee camps, and transition. And amazingly, miraculously, you found your way to Minnesota. We are so glad that you did. You know, when the United States military operations ended in 1975, Americans watched the dramatic scenes of the massive helicopter evacuation during the fall of Saigon. But most Minnesotans didn't know very much about Hmong or Lao people, nor did we understand your contributions to our military efforts. But so much has changed since then. Think about where we are today as we honor this memorial to the Special Forces in Laos, the first memorial to the Special Forces in the entire United States. Today, Minnesota is home to 80,000 Hmong people,
For decades, the Hmong, Lao, and Southeast Asian communities have strengthened Minnesota and enriched our communities. And you can see this energy just blocks from here, whether it's in the Little Mekong neighborhood or on St. Paul's East Side, home to the largest community of Hmong people in the United States. These communities are amazing, filled with growing businesses and entrepreneurs, arts and culture. And it's interesting to me because Minnesota is home to people from such diverse backgrounds. We are inventors and pioneers in this state. We are open-minded and committed to fairness and social justice. And so it seems right that our Hmong, Lao, and Southeast Asian neighbors have made a home here. And it seems very right to me that we gather today with dignity and respect to honor your contribution to our great country. And so it is my honor to present to you a proclamation today from Governor Dayton, declaring today, June 11, 2016, the Hmong and Lao Veterans Memorial Inauguration Day. Lieutenant Charles Wu and Captain Sainu would like to come forward. I'm going to read to you this proclamation. Whereas in the 1990s, Hmong and Lao artists, activists, and veterans groups embarked on an effort to host a Hmong Lao Veterans Memorial Vigil in the Minnesota State Capitol. And whereas on May 31st, 2000, the first Hmong Memorial Vigil was held on the State Capitol Mall. And whereas on June 4th, 2003, legislation approving a site and authorizing construction of the Hmong Lao Veterans Memorial was signed into law. And whereas strategic planning for the memorial was overseen by 4 veterans organizations, the Minnesota Lao Hmong Veterans Association, the Lao Hmong American Coalition, the Special Guerrilla Unit and Families, and the Royal Lao Armed Forces. And whereas state funding for the memorial was ultimately approved in May of 2014, with additional funds provided from private contributions. And whereas the groundbreaking ceremony for the memorial took place on May 16, 2015, and whereas the memorial will be inaugurated on Saturday, June 11, 2016, now therefore, I, Mark Dayton, Governor of Minnesota, do hereby proclaim Saturday, June 11, 2016 as Hmong and Lao Veterans Memorial Inauguration Day.
Hello everyone. Nhớ rộng rất là we had one kiến đào trang hương nói chỉ trọng tôi mà hàng mong gõ sức. สบายดีทุกคนขอเคารพนับถือนาโลเก้าทุกคนต่อไปสิบภาษาอังกฤษ Thank you all for coming to this historical celebration. Lieutenant Governor Smith, U.S. Senator Amy Klobuchar, and my fellow legislators, fellow commissioner and mayors, thank you all for coming to pay tribute to the Hmong Lao veterans and families with your presence here today. I also thank everyone from out of state who are able to join us today. My friend, former Wisconsin Representative Mandy Wright, and the Wisconsin delegation from Wausau and Milwaukee, General Sukdai, and General Nash, and the Special Force member and colonels, and the Hmong French delegation, Conseiller Richard Tall and Ye Cha, representing the French Parliament Office of Député Yves Fourmillon. I want to express my special thanks to the people of Minnesota, the Statute Committee, the CAB Board, the Veterans Group, the Hmong and Lao leaders, the generous donor, the artists, activists, and all who are involved in this important project from the very beginning. Because of your dedicated efforts over all these years, we are now here. We are now here together as one, celebrating the completion of Minnesota Memorial to honor the Hmong men and women who loyally served in alliance with U.S. Armed Force during the Secret War in Laos. In a period nearly 15 years, from 1961 to 1975, more than 35,000 Hmong and Lao gave their lives in a war far away, so that more American young men and women would not have to be sent there. Thousands more lives of my people were lost crossing the Mekong River from Laos to Thailand. A very serious and heavy price to pay for my people who are numbering only about 200,000. So there is much sadness in recalling the losses. From the perspective of many Americans during the Vietnam era, the war was not favorable. For those who fought in it, died in it, or served the war effort in some way for the United States, they did not always receive the respect from the larger American population. It has been a constant struggle for Vietnam veterans to retain their pride after coming home. And for those like you, the Hmong and Lao veteran who fought next door in the secret war in Laos to protect American lives, your sense of worth may have been seen as expendable. No one knew who you were. No one heard of your valor, how much you have sacrificed as SGU. Half a century has passed now. There's so many of you, there's so few of you that are still left with us. We are blessed that some of you are still here today, the youngest of all the heroes living with us. We owe our lives and freedom to you and your brother in arms for your courage and sacrifice of fighting on behalf of the United States of America. As a Minnesota State Senator, I have to sincerely say that this memorial recognizing your sacrifice should have been taking place several years ago. This is truly a long overdue recognition. However, today, the sun shines even brighter. The sun shines even brighter, and as our vision become clear, the memorial is right in front of us. The memorial is right in front of us. So there's no better day than now. There's no better day than now to raise your head high in dignity. Right here in our great state of Minnesota. And I say today is one of the greatest days for Hmong and Lao Americans and those in the diaspora. We come together today to celebrate this memorial as a result of combined effort and unity. This is a recognition from the people of Minnesota to the Hmong and Lao veterans and their families all over the world. My Hmong and Lao people, the new era is here. The new era in which we must honor our past and wholeheartedly focus toward a progressive future of peace and prosperity. From this day forward, we'll come back to this place to remember those who fought and died in the secret war in Laos and learn about the past. Learn about the past and celebrate being Americans. We will also remember those who lost their life escaping persecution. Those who want to see so much of these days, but were gone too soon. Let's celebrate for them. We'll remember all the Laotians that served as American Special Forces, whether from the region of Pak Se, Savanakhet, Samua, Sempong, or other region of Laos, or whether they were the lowland Lao, Thai Dam, Khmu, Mien, or other ethnic minority of Southeast Asia. We will remember them all. We will remember the barefooted young monks coming down from the highland to be recruited and trained as parachuters. And trained as radio operator, trained as nurses and rescuers. We will remember all the Laotians who lost their lives saving Americans. We will remember the T-28 pilot, the former air controller. We will remember Long Gang. We will remember Long Gang. And we will remember Jen Ren Pao. We will remember American military personnel and those who captured as prisoners of war. And we will not forget those still missing in action. And we will remember the freedom fighters after the war and the child soldier who grew up in the treacherous time. We will remember them. Today, Minnesota pay tribute to you, those who are here and those who have gone, and everyone I spoke of. Your legacy lives on with this memorial. Your legacy lives on. May your children work hard and thrive in this great land that we now call home. Thank you, and may God bless you, and God bless Minnesota.
We brought this weather today so that we reminded our brave veterans about their homeland. It is a little warm, and I will try to be brief, but I wanted to thank Governor Dayton and Lieutenant Governor Smith for their great work in ushering through this legislation that helped to build this memorial. Senator Hur and Representative Lesh, who led this bill, and it wouldn't be here today if it were not for their efforts. Mayor Coleman, our great head of the National Guard, General Nash, and of course, Bajang Bang, who's here, who we have met before, the son of General Bang, who I had the honor of meeting early in my career as a senator, and we miss him very much. I know that Senator Franken and Representative McCollum couldn't be here, but I know they would join me. And they have worked so hard on behalf of the Hmong and Lao community to say today that these are our true veterans and they must be honored as heroes. Yes, it has been 55 years since the beginning of the Secret War. And while we may not have always honored these brave soldiers as we should have, we must never forget, and it is never too late to honor them. I have worked hard, as was mentioned, and first of all, we tried to get General Vang Pao after he died in 2011. Representative Peterson and I read a letter urging the Secretary of the Army to permit him to be buried in Arlington Cemetery. While we were not able to achieve that, we were able to achieve a funeral for him which honored him with the U.S. Army Honor Guard in dress uniform, arms and colors in his honor at Arlington Cemetery. Taps was played, and we believe that for those men sitting behind me, those brave heroes, that they should be all honored in the same manner. And that is why just this week, a group of senators put in an amendment to a bill that's on the floor, Senator McCain's bill, the Defense Authorization Act, that says just that our Hmong and Lao veterans should be able to be buried at our national cemetery.
Representative John Lesh. As has been stated, I was the House author of the bill that brought the state funds for this wonderful memorial that we're celebrating here today to honor all of you veterans of the Secret War. Minnesota appreciates you. I'd be remiss if I didn't mention the other individuals who were important in bringing about at least the state funding for the portion of this. It was began by State Senator Mee Mua. When she left, it was carried on by State Senator John Harrington in the Senate, and then of course our wonderful State Senator Thuam Nyob was able to close the deal on this, which we're very happy about. In the House, it began with State Representative Pej Thuam. Pej Thuam did wonderful work in really trying to make this happen. We were actually able to make it. Pej Thuam is fishing in Florida right now, and he'd be upset if I didn't mention that, so he'd rub it in that he's not up here, he's fishing. I also want to make sure that we recognize and honor the chairs of the bonding committees in the House and Senate who did not hesitate and had unwavering devotion to this project in the bonding bill, and that was State Representative Alice Houseman and State Senator Leroy Stumpf. Who honored yourselves with the bravery, the likes of which all of us here can only imagine. But it is also a day for every person in Minnesota who is honored to call you neighbors, co-workers, and friends. Now in this election year, we've heard some negative talk about immigrants. Talking points by some candidates for office this year suggests that they do not value the contributions of immigrants. But how soon they forget where they came from and what languages their grandparents spoke, not English. In 1885, my great-grandfather Anton Lesh built a house at 1112 Gaultier Street, about 2 miles north of here, right up off of Rice Street. My grandfather was born in that house and lived there when a census taker knocked on his door in 1900 and spoke to his father, my great-grandfather. They conversed not in English, but in German, just like every other door of every other house on that block in the north end of St. Paul that year. And in that year, in 1900, the ground on which we stand right now, it wasn't the beautiful Capitol Mall that you see here today. It was a bustling immigrant neighborhood. The building behind me, the Capitol, which is under construction for the first time since it was built in 1905, the Capitol wasn't even built yet. It was an immigrant neighborhood. That year in 1905, when they built the Capitol, there was another monument that was built not far from here. And you couldn't see, if the tent wasn't there and the Historical Society wasn't there, you could see it. And if you stood out in the intersection and you looked up towards the cathedral, you could see that monument. It's a tall pole with a green guy at the top of it, and he's green because it was copper, and it's weathered over the years and become green. But they built that in 1905. The significance of that was that that monument was built by the Sons of Minnesota. And the Sons of Minnesota that year were immigrants. It was 40 years after the Civil War. They lived in neighborhoods like this one, neighborhoods like my grandfather's with other immigrants, and in similar communities around Minnesota. They bled for their country, and they bled for their brothers, just like all of you. They bore the scars from that fight. And I'm often surprised and wonder about how it took 40 years to put this monument here. And I wonder, it took 40 years for them to put up that monument as well. And I wonder if that's the amount of time for those scars to begin to heal from all the sacrifices that all of you veterans made for all of us here who live safely in Minnesota because of what you did. There is a plaque on the side of the monument just up the street. And upon it, there's a brass plaque on which are inscribed the words, "Their patriotism inspired unquestioning devotion. Their valor was attested on hard-won battlefields. Their suffering and sacrifice exalted the glorious cause and ennobled the splendid triumph." We honor all of you with those words today and with this monument that we have here because of your sacrifice. The legacy of the soldiers that built that monument in 1905, that is now your legacy because of this monument here. It's to you whom this memorial is dedicated. It is you who will be honored by your great-great-great-grandchildren and their descendants. I want to thank the Minnesota Hmong Lao Veteran Statue Committee, members from the community, representatives from the Lao Hmong American Coalition of Minnesota, Minnesota Lao Veterans Association, Inc., SGU Veterans and Families of USA, Inc., and the United Royal Lao Armed Forces and SGU. The legacy of your devotion and the loyalty you have displayed for your families and for America is an inspiration to all Minnesotans and all Americans, reminding us that freedom and prosperity that we enjoy is only due to the warriors who carried our colors into battle. You are now that legacy for our children and grandchildren. On behalf of all of Minnesota.
My name is Van Tong Vang. I'm here on behalf of the Van Pao family and the Hmong community. Thank you for coming to join us today at the opening ceremony of the Lao Hmong Veteran Monument on the grounds of the Minnesota State Capitol. Today is a special day for all of us to come here for the opening ceremony to honor and respect to the Lao Hmong soldiers who served as the U.S. Secret Army in Laos, and especially those who fought bravely and sacrificed their lives to protect the freedom of Laos and the interests of the U.S. in that country. You will always be remembered. In addition, I would like to thank the past and present Minnesota Hmong Lao Veteran Monument Committee for their hard work during the past 13 years to find the resources to build this special monument. All of your hard work is greatly appreciated. Secondly, I would like to thank the Minnesota State legislators for providing the site and most of the funds for this project. Without the site and the funding, the project could not be started. Thanks also to the state of Minnesota for all the support this project has received. Thirdly, I would like to thank State Senator Phong He and State Representative John Lesh for spearheading this project. Without them and their colleagues, this project could hardly move forward. Also, I would like to say thanks to all the donors for providing the funds for this project. With your support, it's greatly appreciated. As we all know, Laos was a neutral country during the Vietnam War. So the U.S. cannot send American troops into Laos. The U.S. had to depend on covert military operations by directing the CIA to run the action in Laos. The Hmong, under the leadership of Lieutenant Colonel Vang Pao, were recruited by a CIA case officer in January of 1961 to form the Secret Army to fight the Communist Pathet Lao and the North Vietnamese troops in northern Laos. the bond between the Hmong and the Americans started during that time. We fought on behalf of the U.S. government for 15 years and lost more than 35,000 men and women. We would like to thank the U.S. government for all the support during that war. Without the support of the U.S. government and the Hmong troops that fought under the command of Major General Pao, Laos would have fallen to the communists long before 1975. After the U.S. government withdrew from South Vietnam in 1973, South Vietnam, Laos and Cambodia fell apart and fell to the communists in 1975. Those who sided with the U.S. during the Vietnam War had to run for their lives and escape to Thailand. Many thousands of Lao Hmong people died on the escape route and drowned in the Mekong River. Finally, thank you to the U.S. government for bringing us to this country. We came here as political refugees because we fought on behalf of the U.S. government during the Vietnam War.
我都瞧，多么着亚加的 Southeast Asia， 发起路上冰岛头，一切就不计较不了。America 铁道多龙楼，把沙拉的筛选路得去了做，路年之里要多台。nhà là cổ tê thế Thái Cộng sản có cho tàu tuồng một đôi giá cá tê sau tí xế rửa lúc xưa hở nó từ mùa ở tù nai thả hàn America ý tù là Army Major thế ý tù là Captain Special Forces tuồng ra công đăng và bỏ nhau tàu kháng khải tàu bao chi dùng thiên mua colonel Belle tôi nhớ tỷ Thái Tê khi cho tu trò tạm luật phi xe Hua Paru là Police Aerial Reinforcement Unit ba cho nên tàu xe do lỡ trâu công xã tua xong ý chế cho bộ trâu chụp y America thiết tàu trâu tê trâu kỹ của trò vì Captain Công Lê tàu tì lưu tê chờ mù mua bà thế Lào thế cho nhá là lia tổ ba lỡ quân đu dù đã vinh cả lo mù trâu về sánh khỏa xong ý chưa cho bộ trâu chỗ vô tàn đờ America thiết tổ bỏ phỏ món nó thiết khéo mông cả bao xí sao tông thiết triệt phỏ của trò tu sa là do trò công chồn thái là tê gì giờ thiết liệt tê tỏ ta nó thiết hù lỡ cho tu trò nó của SCU là do Special Guerrilla Unit thầu trò lo tua trong ý chiết chụp của trâu chỗ xa trâu chỗ gì nữa thiết tàu khai nhảy choทหาร SCU nó một trâu cá tê nhớ liภาค 3 là Savannakhet ภาค 4 nhớ ภาค 4 thế ภาค Y nhớ về Luồng Pha Bang kế chỉ ra SCU trâu cá tê thế khẩu tê nó chẳng chân hành vì thầu một trò lo nháภาค 2 lỡ chùaภาค của lãnh tàu tua ba bê bị lồng tranh chỉ ta lên đó thầuภาค 4 làภาค 4 một trò lo là bê dân tổng thì một ba lỡ tí dạng ngộ เที่ยวหัวเป้ภาค2เกียร์ลอมั่วชัวป้าชัวเปอร์เตาชิป้าล่อเกิงโกจงรถเจ้านอสุลีจอจ่าดาโลเตนิงโกยีจอยาดาโลกงชัวเฮลิคอปเตอร์จอคือคอมอท่านหมอนางหมอนายหมอจอนายสายซาโซเที่ยวหูย่อหงย่ออีจอยจังแจ้งจอยาย่อหงซีป้อหมายเทียนยาลาเต้ตู้จอรถถังพอล่อโจย่อหงตัวเทียอฟงปอโจเต้จอตู้จอกำโดย่ออีจอว่าเต้าเพ่งมงลอกกังโกจอว่าเขาหรือโจอยู่เซ่ชัวเกใช่ชัวเปเซงจอในครูท่านครูจอ professor ดูลีจังมั่วหรือรู้เตเชอหัวโตตัวปลาเป้สื่อลีจอทหารเสือพันอาสาสมัครไทยตูเชยเจตัวกงนู่จังเจงหูนอยพลโทสุรพจน์นิรันดรเขาเสดงบัวเตหัวลัวตัวเล็กตัวเที่ยววัวคือที่ไทยโจ用力了几年的那了，也年的那么有，他了上头是的晒。
Inviting me here to this beautiful celebration today, and for the warmth that I've always received from the communities. My good friend, Congresswoman Betty McCollum, wanted to share a message with you today as she was not able to be here, and I'm happy to read that to you. Dear friends, thank you for your kind invitation to attend the grand opening celebration of the Minnesota Memorial dedicated to the Lao and Hmong Special Forces in the Royal Kingdom of Laos. I regret that I am unable to join you in person. Wish to extend my best wishes and congratulations on this special occasion. This memorial is a long overdue honor to commemorate the Lao and Hmong veterans and their families who served in the secret war from 1961 to 1975 in Laos. During the Vietnam War, Lao and Hmong soldiers fought to defend freedom and democracy and protect the Royal Kingdom of Laos. This memorial statue is dedicated to the tens of thousands of Lao and Hmong soldiers who paid the ultimate sacrifice during that conflict. We also honor those Lao and Hmong veterans who have survived and shared their stories today. This memorial would not have been possible without the tireless work of the Hmong and Lao Veterans Statue Committee, Governor Mark Dayton, Minnesota legislators, and all of you. Special thanks goes to Senator Pham Kerr, former State Senator Mi Hua, and former State Representative Sai Tao for their constant efforts to make the vision for this memorial a reality. Congratulations on your hard work and best wishes to you all. Sincerely, Betty McCollum, Member of Congress.
ท่านผู้มีเกียรติท่านนายพลสุขใจกรณีชงเลิงชิงคนนายยังชื่อนายพลสายเพียย่างผู้ที่เป็นนายพลสมัยเจ้าฟ้าอยู่ผู้เบี้ยขอได้เชิญชวนนะขอท่านนายพลสุขใจลุกขึ้นและกับท่านนายพลสายเพียและกับทหารนรบเก่าทุกคนมื้อนี้ข้าพเจ้าขอเฮียนและนับถือเคารพทุกคนนะcho điện sĩ cứ tin anh cha lúc nào tuần cho cung để nó giờ bé tụ nó giờ này tuần cho nhẹ giờ này tuần cho cung này giờ tàu phử giờ tàu xăng chỉ thăm mua đá chỉ thăm mua lọ để sai tuần cho cung nó bỏ sợ tàu mù trên quấy tụ xong lọ trong này mua vào chế lọ trong này mua là cá hay và lo cho nên tao trong và tao giàu họ nói giờ đi tuần rồi cũ đóพี่น้องลาวเขาอันนี้เป็นนอกคำของเขาเลยทุกคนต้องมารักษาต้องมาถวายและจะสู้ฮักนอกคำตัวนี้ทุกคนต้องสุกยุให้มันเกิดเป็นต้นไผ่อันแข็งแรงที่เราจะได้เอาไปเฮ็ดบ้านเฮ็ดเฮือนอยู่และไปสร้างพื้นฐานให้อนาคตNow I will make my speech in English.
不如做嘢啊，要多放幾啲多，用下到頓住邊弄攞，弄攞多可能我要當秘魯講嘛，秘魯講嘛，一路要手機，député Yves Romion，你多知道的是問到在sénateur 馮浩張到佢你估到就樣在到最 député Yves Romion，你多知道的是問你稍一兩到個估多下咗咩？cho nó chú America ta trồng mông nhau chùa America nó lúc có mà thì giờ tôi để tôi chú lúc giờ opinion cho nên tôi senator phòng cụ tàu sau一张的样仔都没做对面nhau opinion 你多知道你搞cụ多找你lúc chờ还录做咩当的多的那要cụ多手机的lúc công hộ trong cộng hộ mông phan kỳ tê Pej Thuam tại Union des Associations Monde de France. 我早就没录在录用个没有录弄一方面讲到你多知道就你搞古么人手机你录早就没搞我早呢。Tous les deux témoignent de votre réussite dans votre volonté collective de reconstruire l'identité monde qui ne peut disparaître. Enfin, aux plus jeunes d'entre vous, souhaite la force, l'énergie, l'enthousiasme nécessaires pour construire un avenir digne du passé dont ils sont les héritiers. Vive le peuple monde, fort, fier et debout. 古他一家在去保留翻几张，结果莫才被路我路莫民去做แต่有莫才知道，但是嘛看佢正經做咩？你他我做咗先那對方，佢古到在一張頭冇做你，但是有莫好嚟正經一啲嘢嚟都講知道咩？但是用下的咩弄到有一種出生佢被中蒙到張頓之前要做咗啲就美利加喏。กูอยากให้ขอคือว่าจวดสุดเลยอยู่จู่จอกูตู้จอท่าที่จะอีจออย่าป้องลูกขมัววิยอจู่เก๋กงตีจู่ลูกที่เฉฟ้ากี่ท่าลูกที่เฉมิกาจู่เก๋กงตีจะนัวนี่กูเป้าแต่อยากให้ขอคือเป็นเจตัวนี้มองกูโตมัวลูกมัวจอนช้าง莫做啥，咱们地台路地铁古要一家个我做别阶段呢，将好多照顾到社交领导度。别阶段呢，忙别金融考试，别人要查考几万名，查做几个月评，别在里帮打上打入我做路地铁个到莫碰研究路忙种别成忙，要别还多年忙。khó tôi chỉ sẽ cứ đúng là bị mình uống nhá chỗ khó để nó giờ ít khó cứ chỉnh chỉnh cứ giờ ít cho chua cứ有么少做一阵的cứ nhớ mong ít猜自己不了样当的
cú thọ cho chủ kỳ phong yu cho senator phong hậu cứ ya chủ kỳ đặc cứ kỳ qua hậu lử cho ở lúc tết chờ cứ nếu cú tàu mua cú sai mua nông cái cho khó cứ yếu tố cộng nông nọนี่ท้อว่าเจ้าแต่ก่อนน้องนอกูยอนช่วยใจท่อกูตัวนอเจียงการนี่ลู่ตัวทางจะไม่ช่วยใจน้องไอ้ขอนอนเนี่ยนี่จงช้าแต่น้องนอตัวชิตาเรากูตัวเนี่ยนะกูใช้จีนี่ตัวมัวลู่หาจะมี
一种呢，这个人的讲，好多人我播的 video 打了喏，人家都录照领导，那得够一像我拍个照打了喏，被某都被拖起炸，人家录生命的做打了，照这里喏了，被嘛去几多啊？